Hey everybody, welcome back. I think this is let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's part 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are mottling. So we're going to start out with a blue. We're going to do blue first. And I don't know if it really matters what one you start out with. I don't know. I haven't changed how I do stuff, so I do things the way that I've written it down. So, gloves, new gloves. Welcome to everybody that is new. Thank you for coming by and painting with me. We're painting a Reborn Paisley by Bountiful Baby. And she is 3/4 limb doll with eyes. And if you know me, if you don't know me, I don't like doing eyes. I have a hard time with it. But we're gonna do eyes. So this baby is actually gonna be for sale over on my eBay page, which if you go to my website, tinytoesrebornnursery.com, there's a link you can follow to go over there. If you see a baby that you like and you don't want to use PayPal or eBay, that's fine. We can do Venmo, or I can send you a PayPal invoice, whatever. Whichever way you want to do it. So just give me a message or whatever if there's somebody that you like. So we're going to do mottling, but what's different this time is that we're going to be doing these ones. I don't know if I'm going to use these other ones. I know I'm going to use this one and this one. I'm not sure about this other one. So I'm not sure. But I know we're at least doing this one. So I don't know if you need to wet these first. I'm going to try it on my thing here first. So what you're going to do is get your mottling sponges. These are the ones I was using before. These are my blue ones. I don't know if you can see them. The lighting is kind of... These are the blue ones that I have. That's what I was using. And ever since I started doing these. So, but we're going to try these and see how they work. They're just makeup blenders. So we'll have to see. I'm going to try it before I put it on the baby. Because if I don't like it, I'm not using it. I'll go back to my old one. But I like the round circles. So we'll have to see. So we're going to start out by mixing it the normal way. Is half a tablespoon of the water. Some paint emulsion. I use paint Reborn FX. I don't have the paints, but I use this. I imagine the paints are pretty good. I've never used them. I use just my regular old paints that I like. And so a drop of this stuff. A little goes a long way. This bottle is a little, I need to get some more. I don't have, do I have another one? Oh, I do have another one. Good. I think it's primer I need to get more of. So, and then we are going to, we need our water, regular water. So I have a regular bottle of water down here. And I'm going to fill that up. That's the end of that. I have to bring another one down. And I'm going to get my brush wet. Just get it wet. And I got my blue for pouncing. Okay, so we are going to do a whole brush, which is one side, the other side, the two sides. So we are going to get some paint on that. It's probably too much. Okay, and mix it in with this. Sorry if I'm coughing. I caught Ariel's cold. Whatever it is, I'm not happy about it at all because I feel like crap. Okay, So it's kind of watery. It's kind of watery. And I may add a little bit more glue for it to stick, but I don't know. This is 0 to 3 month doll, so if you add it more, it's more preemie, so the darker you go. So we're gonna try this out. One thing I don't get is, like with mine, I have sponges for each color, and if you're gonna use this, you'll have to rinse it out every time. So I don't know, but let's see how this works. Well, let's just test it on the back of the, on the back. I always test everything on the back. So, see, nothing is coming out. That's not what I like. So, I wonder if there's if I have to do it thicker. I bet I have to do the paint thicker because it's not showing up. It's not showing up. So, well, let's make it a little thicker, which I really didn't want to do, but we'll try it and see. Needs to show up. It can't just be water, and that's what it looks like. I'm not gonna do that. Now this one is probably thicker. Excuse me. Let's see how this runs out. See how this one works. Well, it's putting something down. I'm not real happy with it though. I want it to at least show up. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I normally do. So we'll do this. And we will get this on here. And I'll show you what it looks like. That is mottling right there. That's what it looks like. And then those little pools of water, we don't want those. So you're just gonna pounce away the excess water. And you still should see the circles. I don't know if you can on here. And this is how I want it to look. And that ain't cutting it. So, but you know, like everything, you just gotta try it. See, there you go. And you don't want all of that extra water. So you want to take your sponge and sop it up. And it should still leave the circles. It's supposed to, because you're not rubbing it. You're just dabbing that excess water off. And like blue, with anything that we do, if you leave it on there too long, it's going to pool, and you don't want it to pool. Okay, that's better. So now you can see it versus there's nothing over here, and it's right here. So I may end up using mine. I don't know. I'm not, these holes are teeny, so maybe that's a problem. And my holes on here are not. I mean, it's leaving. I think it's just soaking it up. The sponge is soaking it up so much that it's not leaving what I want it to. Well, it's kind of a trial and error thing, you know. Let's try the other one. Maybe I'll like the other one better. But I'm also using water-based paint. See, it's just not coming out. Maybe I need to press down harder. I don't know. Have you guys used these? Let me know. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, you know? I'm just not seeing the results that I normally get. I'm seeing some stuff, but I'm not seeing what I want to see. So, I guess for now, we're just gonna use mine. And you just put it wherever you want the modeling. I would stay clear of, and you don't have to put it everywhere. I put one dot on the cheeks, usually, and the rest is everywhere else. So we'll start it back here, so we'll take that off. I just don't want it to pool. And then when I first started, that's what happened. I didn't know I had to wipe it off. You know, I didn't know you had to wipe it off. And I was watching somebody else's tutorial, and I'm like, oh, that's why it looks like crap. So you live and learn, you know. My first babies, Tanner, Tegan, you know, and I'm not selling those. So, and I had to strip Tanner twice. Okay. So we did some mottling on the head with the blue. And it's starting to look more, you know, there's more depth to it compared to down here. That's what color it was. And we're bringing out all of it. So, there's that one. And you're gonna do the same thing to the limbs and all of that. So I will be back when I'm done doing that. All right, I'm back, and we did the blue mottling. And I mean, you can't see what I see on the video, so it looks really good. You can see the blue. It's gonna look better when we add the other colors. So now we're gonna do yellow. And you're gonna do the same thing. Half a tablespoon of water, the emulsion or whatever you're using to mix the paint with, and you need mottling sponges and a sponge to dap it off, or brush, doesn't, whichever one you're comfortable with. I did the head, and you can't tell. You really can't tell. I mean, in front of me, I can tell. I can see the yellow, but on video you cannot. So, and it's hard to see. So I'm gonna put it on there. I used a full brush of paint. So you're just gonna dab it on in a few spots. See, and yellow is hard to see because it's yellow, but you can see the wet. So it's just gonna add more depth underneath the paint for the skin. That's all. And you don't have to do all the colors if you don't want to. You can do just the blue, not the blue, and just use the pink. Just use the purple. You don't have to use them all. You really don't. And I just follow my thing and just do it. So, and the next color is going to be part, let's see, this is 4, 5, 6, so 7 is blue, and part 7 and 8 is blue and yellow. Okay, and we're going to turn around. The next one is going to be part 9, because we're going to do more than just put the red mottling on. Since we have the red, doing the red or the burgundy, whatever, we're going to do more things with that color that we have it out. So go through and do this with each limb and the head. Go through and do it. And we're almost done. I mean, after mottling is your skin tone, and then, you know, your details, doing all your details. If you want details, I'm going to do details on this one. And just bounce it off. Even though I use the same technique, the same thing, each baby comes out different. Even though I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm adding the same colors at the same time, and each baby will still come out differently. I have no idea. It's artist. Like, I can paint, somebody else can be using the same paints as me, exact same paints, same doll, and their painting will come out different than mine. I have no idea how that works, but it does. You would think they'd be real similar, but no. I've tried it. I painted 2 babies at the same time, using the same colors, doing the same thing, and each baby looks different. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. But we're just adding a little color to it. Now, if you have a really light colored kit, this one was fairly light, but I want it to be kind of on the lighter side. You can go through and neutralize it. Like, do a different, you can do a layer of flesh all over it. You can do a layer of flesh in between each stage if you want. Or you can do a layer of flesh in the beginning, do your washes, do another layer of flesh, and then start your creasing and all of that. You can do it that way too. I've done it all the ways. Okay, so we're done with the yellow. And I usually let it set in between, because we use an air dry, and air dry does not take long. It's air dry. Does not take long to dry. Usually by the time I start with the head and by the time I'm at the feet, it's dry and you can move on. So that is it for the blue mottling and the yellow mottling. And that's it for this section. And I'll be back with part 9, which is the red maroon. Okay, we will see you then.